It's not a podcast.
It's a GarCast.
And this is the world according to Gar.
Hello and welcome to the world according to Gar. Sorry, Mike had a piece of celery sticking out of his mouth. You are listening to GarCast episode. This is wait, let me start over. Hello and welcome to the world according to Gar. You are listening to GarCast episode number 302. I am Gar. With me, as always, is the GarFather.
Gar, season 2, episode 2.
Kind of amazing how my brain works. I can't just stop in the middle and re-pick it back up. My intro, it didn't work. That was
well. I did have a giant piece of lettuce hanging out of my mouth.
You did. It made me laugh, and thank you for making me laugh.
Hey, anytime.
I love a laugh. I hope our listeners are laughing away with us as we get to 1 million listeners. We're right on the verge of that, and it's very historic.
Is everybody out there laughing?
We're going to start making money. That's about as much money as we make is the crickets. But we do this for your enjoyment, and we hope you are enjoying it. I'd like to introduce our special guest for season 2. Somebody new? Maybe not. It's DenBob.
I'm enjoying it. Thanks for having me.
Nice to have you. You've been here every episode of season 2 so far.
Yeah.
Oh!
Regular. I'm almost a regular.
Wow.
That's awesome.
100%. You're killing it.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I
I
really
appreciate
do.
the support.
Your audio and visual, your data quality in your closet today is awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good. Maybe I hope I have good stuff to say so I don't ruin it.
Amen. By the way, the Wi-Fi booster I installed here in the house, whatever you want to call it, every time I look at it, I shake my head and go, why didn't I do this a long time ago?
I was going to text you. I was going to text you yesterday to see how it was going. It's working well, huh?
I mean, it's like I put down a revolt, like with one swing of a sword. Like no one has said a peep. The complaints are gone.
And
Data is just flying.
You know, it's funny when Cablevision or Altice or Verizon come out and they're like, "Oh, you have your own router. Why do you do that? Like, because your shit sucks."
There you go.
The
I am
bottom
proof.
line.
Everyone needs at least one device connected, to their carrier service to give out proper signals.
Did you know Altice actually caps the number? I don't know if they still do, but they were capping the number of devices you could have registered to their Wi-Fi. So it was not a big number. It was for a while, it was only 30 devices, which you might say, "Oh, that doesn't sound like a lot."
But that's not a big number. What are you doing over there?
When you start adding up laptops, people with phones, I mean, right off the bat, you have 5 people in your house. There's 5 phones, and then they have
That's
iPads and the doubles, and you have PCs and your work computer. I mean, it piles up quick. Your TV now is smart. Like I have all my smart devices, my switches and lights and all that.
The TVs, the printer. Yeah.
It adds up quick. So I don't know if they still do that, but F Altice, those bastards.
Those rat bastards.
They are rat bastards. So how's everybody doing? Well,
DenBob, did you travel this past weekend?
I did. We went to Penn State.
How is Penn State? I don't hear enough about that place.
So it was a parents' weekend for fraternities.
Okay, so there's I guess this is what schools do. So specifically, parental units of children that are in a fraternity or a sorority, or just fraternities.
Well, I wouldn't know if it was for sororities as well. But I do know that they have more than one of these because Rebecca went the prior week for her son's fraternity. So,
so it wasn't a Penn State, hey, it's Greek parents weekend. It was Phi Kappa Hoo Ha, bring your parents this weekend.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Right. So I wasn't going to go because Chris typically is not big on formalities, but I guess you're right. That was a sorority sponsor, a fraternity sponsored thing.
Or introducing you to his friends. and his friend's parents.
Yeah, he wanted to introduce me to his
Yeah.
friends. He said they were very nice.
That's cool.
It was a huge, I've never actually been to a fraternity party of this size. 400 people on the lawn outside of a frat house. And, I've graduated to a parent. I don't party like that. So I was clearly one of the parents, but you would look like at the DJ booth and there would be a scantily clad young woman, like, and right next to her was a scantily clad middle-aged woman doing the same thing, reliving her life.
That's what I was going to ask. Right. So you were on the parental side, but there had to be a lot of people there, right in the mix.
Right in the mix, dude. It's so cool. Oh my God, this is the best ever. Don't you love this? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Give me another warm White Claw.
Now, I can totally be that guy. And I basically am that guy every year I go back to Binghamton for alumni weekend. But my child is not there.
I was going to say it's a very different circumstance. Yeah.
100%. If I went to one of my own things, I instantly revert back to a child.
Right. Like I am hanging out with people almost my children's age when I do this, but they're not mine.
Right. Yeah. When I go to visit Anthony at Ohio State, like I check out 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and I let them go do what they do. They're like, oh, you should go to the bars with us. I'm like, no.
No, Colleen was wiping down Christopher's dorm room floor. She felt that it wasn't dusted or clean enough. So she had to go on a cleaning flurry. We had an Airbnb, which was excellent.
Of course you did.
Christopher actually, so he stayed with us. We watched a movie at night. Yeah, he didn't stay with in his dorm. He came back with us when the party was over.
You know what I've noticed? So I did a Verbo this weekend with Maria. To Columbus instead of Airbnb. But I did notice, because we booked up an Airbnb. I'll get into that in a minute for Anthony's graduation. We had to rebook. But when I was checking in, I got the message from the guy, and he's like, I need the names and ages of the people that are staying with you. And he said, I thought you mentioned you're going to have 3. I'm like, no, it's only 2. He said, well, because you can't even have that third person in the room because of insurance reasons. I'm like, what? Like, he's probably just trying to get the extra $1 out of me so that he could say, oh, 3 people stayed there as opposed to 2. I just thought it was interesting. I've seen that a little bit with Airbnbs where they get very stingy with the number of guests that are there. But it's nice that Chris stayed there and you get an email or anything asking for an extra $30 or whatever.
Well, we reported in advance that it was going to be him. And I always felt that it was just a concern that you weren't having a party.
That's what I thought. Right. But Maria and I, we had a 1-bedroom. It was 2 separate beds, one in the bedroom and one outside in the living space. So, I mean, who's going to have a freaking party in there? It was not that big.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I guess college kids, right? Maybe. So I had to rebook my Airbnb. We booked for Anthony's graduation over a year ago. Before as soon as we got his date, we went and booked an Airbnb. But I didn't know the neighborhood. I booked it this weekend when Maria and I
Compton of Columbus,
dude. Yes. Well, it wasn't. It might not have been that different from DenBob's Compton. So. We took a drive down there to take a look at the neighborhood and the house to see if it was suitable for guests. And the neighborhood changed drastically as we got down there. As we were pulling...
you booked this a year ago.
Yes. So we pulled...
Your son lives there.
Yeah, but it wasn't by the campus. It's a little bit further towards the city. It was on the southwest side of the city.
Kind of irresponsible here that you waited
southeast side of the city. We asked him to go look, but he never did. But the neighborhood definitely drastically changed as we got there. And as we were getting close to the house, you could see signs like, this is a no gun, no drug zone.
Good.
Oh boy.
You don't want to stay at a place that has drugs and guns. That's good.
The playground next, like a block away from the house, was the Kwanzaa playground.
So, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just mentioning it.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Just
it's a freaking
mentioning
holiday.
it.
What's wrong with you?
House looked okay, but the neighborhood did not appear to be up to the standards that members of my household would would want to stay at. Maria immediately said, "We are not staying here, Dad." So I'm like, shit, what do I do? Like, the graduation's 5 weeks away at this point.
Yeah.
So we head back over to the place we're staying at. I pull up the app and it says free cancellations for reservations up to April 2nd. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
This is fantastic. So I'm getting ready to cancel. And then we start looking up other Airbnbs in the neighborhood we're staying at, which is, I think it's called South Side or Short North. Short North. That's where we were. So
Hate
we
that
look
name.
up.
That's terrible.
Short
That's
North.
just. I would never stay there. Would never visit.
So
Short
offensive.
North is great. It's beautiful. It's awesome. Right next to Victorian Village. So I look up Airbnbs, which I couldn't believe there were some available for 5 weeks from now for graduation weekend. So we start driving around and looking at the houses in the neighborhoods.
Who the hell told you to book a year in advance? Why were you so worried?
I was used to Virginia, dude. Virginia,
Penn State too.
those small schools, and Penn State, yeah, because it's in the middle of nowhere. Hotels book up, and you might, Cortland, you might not be in too bad a shape because you got some cities near there, but you're probably not staying close to Cortland when you start getting close to graduation.
Virginia Tech was ridiculous. They had lotteries.
Horrible.
You had to call and put your name in, and then it was a lottery, and then it was non-cancelable.
Yeah.
JMU
apparently is like that as well. So I was kind of freaked out after the Virginia Tech experience, although we were lucky. We knew that to book as soon as we had a date, which we did, and we didn't really stay that far from the college. I think it was like 30 minutes away. But
anyway, back to Ohio, please.
So we find places in the neighborhood. I put in a reservation request for one of them. Neighbor looked good. Go and cancel my old one, and the lady, immediately is acknowledged it. And I sent a note and I'm so sorry. My mom was traveling with us and my parents.
I should have said my son's not graduating. He failed.
I have to downsize the number of people that are coming, so I'm going to get something smaller and closer to the school. She's like, "Oh, no problem. Thank you for letting me know." I was like, "Oh."
Meanwhile, you freaking hosed this woman. She was locked in for a year.
Totally. And it was funny. The reviews on her place were very nice, but
it was beautiful. You freaking unbelievable. Very disappointed.
So we ended up getting another place in Short North. So
hope it sucks.
Right off the campus. It looks perfect. Scary scene there. We could have been in not such a great area of Columbus.
Could have been totally fine.
Could have been. I personally think it would have been fine, but traveling with a daughter and wife that are very picky on neighborhoods and places that you'd stay would not have flown over. It was the Compton.
Wasn't worth it.
It
wouldn't have been worth it.
It's where DenBob was staying last week in Florida. Really didn't look terrible.
I hope Short North is riddled with guns and drugs.
Yeah, Short North, dude. That's where we stayed last time. It's awesome. Short North is really nice.
Okay, if you say so.
So we did that, and the cancellation policy is fantastic with Airbnb.
It's criminal.
It's basically a month before. I mean, I did feel bad. I felt really bad for her, but I didn't really care enough to not cancel.
Well, she's going to be fine too because she could probably get more money now.
Maybe
as the urgency approaches.
Maybe we'll see.
Sounds very woke where you're staying. Short North Arts District is a hip, culture-rich area. Contemporary galleries fill converted warehouses, and Wexner Center for the Arts hosts boundary-pushing exhibitions. You know what boundary pushing means?
No.
It's not good. You shouldn't stay there.
It's awesome. That's actually, so we're going to be looking for an apartment for Anthony in that area now because it's close to the hospital because he did accept he got offered and accepted the position with that cancer center.
Excellent.
At school.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Oh man.
Men.
Congratulations. I get it.
He was trying to make the decision over the weekend while we were there. And he's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, I don't want my opinion to influence you. You tell me what you're thinking. And then once you're done, I'll tell you what I would have done. That's what I did. He's like, "What do you think?" So he said, "I'm going to accept it." I'm like, "All right, good." I said, "I probably would have done this exact same thing."
Can't give him a probably.
I mean, well, who knows, right? I don't know what my life would have felt like, but I'm pretty sure I would have accepted that position as well. He can get an apartment for like a 1-bedroom or a studio for $1,000. That's in a nice place.
That's awesome.
If he can get a roommate, he can get a 2-bedroom for like, between 13 and 17 total. So it looks great. And Short North, I think South Campus, like those are the neighborhoods that are right by the hospital. Like he could walk there, so we don't even need a car. He'll make enough money to pay rent himself and food and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
It's a win. I'm really happy for him. Should be a good opportunity. Apparently he's gonna be doing it's a very rare bone cancer of some sort. So he's gonna check in the patients, take blood, do their vitals and all that kind of shit. And will meet lots of people in the industry. He needs a PA recommendation to get into PA school. So the guy said that kids that have been here before meet PAs all the time. I mean, the guy's trying to sell them, so I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but it does sound like a really good op.
Well, how is Christine handling it?
She did better than when you first. I told you guys what she did right last week.
Yeah.
She handled it well. She's stressing, she's like, I'm stressing about what school Maria's going to go to. I'm stressing about Anthony taking this job. Is it right? Is he making the right decision? All that shit. But she deep down inside, I think she knows he's making the right choice. We canceled our conversion for the bedroom.
It's still stressful, right?
Especially for a mom.
And you're going to miss him when he moves away. So we were driving home from Penn State. And as we've talked about, Matthew is away and we really don't see him very often. We don't see him at all. It's like, who's Matt?
I felt that way since we started the GarCast.
So we're driving home. The Tesla's driving, and me and Colleen are just sitting, thumb wrestling and whatever.
Let me tell you. That
thumb wrestling? Is that what we call it?
That autopilot.
I know you're short.
Was phenomenal, and I'll talk about it when you're done. But my trip, the actual trip itself in the Tesla to Ohio, was phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Between it telling me where to stop to get charges, telling me how much battery I'd have when I got to my destination. The self-drive, I drove basically to the Bronx and then hit autopilot. And it took me the rest of the way.
Why did you even drive to the Bronx?
It's a confidence thing as you build up with that thing.
Yeah, I know. I never
coming back. I didn't even. I mean, it was autopilot all the way. Like it does. It's doing lane merges so much better than it did. Exits so much better than it did before.
So you use standard. I find that standard is better than chill, which is what I used to use.
I use hurry mostly, and then switch down to standard sometimes because. In the hurry, it wants to put you in the left lane regardless, and I didn't want that.
You're going to be able to have two profiles, one for city driving and one for highway driving.
Fantastic.
So, I mean, every month, better. So
it was so good. Good.
So Matthew's on the phone, and we're talking, and he said, by the way, Claire's family invited me this summer to go to Scotland.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you think you guys are going to be doing anything?
The whole summer?
You guys too?
So Colleen is like,
you weren't invited.
Yes.
Yes, we're doing something?
Ireland.
Or we're going.
I said, what?
Ireland?
I didn't say anything.
What, are you trying to one-up them?
She's trying to compete. She's trying to lure Matt to her.
It was a spite vacation.
Oh.
It all came up. Yes, we're going. And then he's like, well, what week? And she's like, well, what week are you going? And she timed it so that at least he could leave their vacation halfway through and meet us for our half of it, for half of our vacation.
So you suddenly have a trip to Ireland that you didn't know about a week ago.
I swear to God, it's a spite vacation. Yes. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. What part of Ireland? Have you started to look to where you want to go? Is it Northern Ireland? Is it like all of Ireland?
So I think whatever it is, we're going to fly into Shannon.
Northern Ireland.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, Shannon's on the west. Shannon's on the west coast.
I was supposed to go there, me and my buddies. So I mean, it's kind of like I was going to maybe go, and that was when I had a personal issue and I had to suddenly cancel it. So I have actually a credit.
Oh.
So it does make some kind of sense, but we weren't going, and now we are because of you know what. I thought that was an interesting conversation and development that happened on the car ride home.
Imagine if you were focusing on driving, you never would have got that trip booked. That's pretty funny.
Did you book it while you were driving?
no.
The car booked the whole trip. We just said, Tesla, book us a trip to Ireland. Matthew will join us in Dublin. It's done.
And then she had to, she's getting Andrew and Anna to come.
That's
so,
great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You have enough money for this?
No.
Yeah, right? You know?
Not at all.
Should we do a GoFundMe? The GoFundMe could be called, We Miss Our Son.
We want to be able to see him, but we just can't keep up with the Joneses.
So is he going to come to Ireland? He's definitely going to bring Claire to Ireland, isn't he?
I would imagine.
You have to go all the way to the UK just to see your son now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Every summer, we summer with Matthew. That's when we see him. Great. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
By the way, Gar, you should hit the Axis nightclub when you're at Short North, when you're staying there.
Okay.
Everyone is welcoming and fun, and the drag shows are top notch.
Ooh, excellent. That's where Brewdog has their little mini brewery up on
Hazy
High Street
Jane
there in Short North. Yeah, I bought a 12-pack of Hazy Janes home with me.
Oh, that's great.
DenBob, you would have liked this move as well. So I bought a phone holder that goes on the top corner of your screen, and it can adjust.
You got to send me the link to that,
dude. I put it on top.
Share the link.
Turned it sideways, and I watched Pat McAfee at noon until the Ohio State hockey game came on, and then I started watching that. And the camera that's monitoring that you're watching the road thinks you're watching the road when you're watching the phone over the monitor. It was perfect. Brilliant.
That's amazing.
It's perfect.
I love that. I love that.
I watch English.
I got in trouble once.
I
got in trouble once on the way down. I got dinged.
I got my first speed hit.
Yeah,
I didn't know how that. I didn't know how you got hit with that, and now I know.
Tesla gives out tickets.
So we were driving and we were going past somebody, and there was a car coming up behind me. So I started to hit the accelerator to go faster. Which when you do that, it won't auto brake. You
interfered with the self-driving?
Yeah, you do it all the time.
Let it do its job, man.
So I don't know what number it was that I hit, but when I hit a certain number, it said doop boop. It started beeping. It says your autopilot is now turned off for the rest of the drive. I'm like, what?
Oh wow.
So I turned it off and waited for the next rest stop. I did take my car for the first time ever to 100. I was curious. I've never had that opportunity here on the island to do that. So I took that to 100 when that happened. And then I went, stopped, turned the car off, got back in, and I was good to go again. What was your violation?
2 things. Yep, basically exactly the same thing. There was a truck driving rather erratically. I didn't really like being behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just waited till he weaved to the left and I gunned it. And I got all kinds of alarms and it yelled at me. So same thing. I stopped at the rest stop.
Is it a percentage or is it a speed? I think I was around 85-ish and it's 65 or a 70.
Well, so mine was 85. That's what it was.
It might be 85. Okay.
That's aggressive.
So
what do they do in Texas?
Now you know
What's
if you need to go that fast, you just have to turn off auto driving.
Yes.
Do it and then turn it back on because it doesn't want to take credit. Right. And I want to ding that. I should get positive dings when I get it out of trouble because I know when it's going to mess up. Yes. It doesn't really know no turn on red. I always have to tell it.
Yeah.
It doesn't always see a pothole. I tell
dumbass, make the turn.
But I think I should be allowed to get some freebies then.
And why not a warning? Does it need to just disengage it completely? Just give me a warning. Hey, you went 85 miles an hour. We won't let you go that fast on autopilot.
Apparently, Tesla felt that was so egregious.
Oh, see, you guys have handed over control of your lives to a corporation.
To Elon.
Well done.
Elon's running America now. So
if you're lucky, the revolutionaries will blow up Tesla headquarters and you will no longer have self-driving.
Elon is pissed today.
Is he really?
Oh, man.
What's wrong with Elon today?
Well, I mean, if you look at this stock market, holy camole.
He's still getting a lot. He's getting a lot of hate, even on our channel. I still love Elon.
You know what? He's smarter than me. I'm not one to criticize. But these tariffs, apparently Wall Street doesn't like the tariffs.
Of course not. It'll be fine.
They don't like change. It'll come back. It's a blip.
Well, so my uneducated
doesn't affect me.
DenBob opinion, it does. I think you need to protect your economic borders as much as you do your geographic borders.
I agree.
So whether he's doing it properly or improperly, or there's a way to negotiate it, I can't speak as to that. But a tariff is important in this world economy, so that we can, come on. I don't know. That's my. I don't know how many people are on board on DenBob's board.
I'm on DenBob's board for this.
I appreciate you.
I'm on the floor board. On the floorboard. Speaking of politics.
Yeah.
So I'm on a chat group for swimming carpool.
Yes.
And usually in the morning, it's like, hey, who's going today? Bop, 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 bop. So yesterday, at 6:20 a.m., good morning, who's swimming today? That was really early. I don't engage in the conversation yet. Good morning, so-and-so's going, softball practice, but I could do this. Okay. And then I reply, I'm like, I could drive the two of them, yada, yada, yada. Then one of the moms just, boom, sends a New York Post article.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, what the hell? And it's like a mugshot of like a white dude, like 54 years old. Disgraced ex-New York City councilman arrested at Miami airport. Now, some of you may have heard this on the news.
Did she think it was did she think she was in Discord or Signal maybe?
I don't know, but the last name of the person was her last name.
Oh.
So I'm like, I open it. I'm not going to use names here, but you could easily find this because it was like a lead story on the radio. I heard it on the radio yesterday. Disgraced ex-New York City councilman arrested at Miami airport. Ready? With thousands of child sex abuse videos on phone.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I scroll down. Ex-councilman so-and-so, who had spent years in federal prison for a $200,000 bribery scheme to rig a mayoral election, has been arrested and charged for having hundreds of sickening child sex abuse videos on the phone, according to authorities. He was found with 1,362 child sex videos hidden on his iPhone, including about 35 videos of prepubescent girls being victimized, according to the complaint.
Oh my God!
How did they come across? Did they know that they were looking for him, or did he get in trouble and they were like, "Let's see your phone, buddy"?
So what? Yeah, like let's just end the. So what do you do when you get that on a text group? Not that there was any. I'm like, obviously it's the last name. I don't think she was telling us that a family member of hers to warn us. I just didn't say anything. Nobody said anything, and then later she thanked me for saying I could drive. But now, even this morning when I opened it up, you could still see this dude's mugshot, in the text group. So it's bizarre.
Was that her husband?
It's not. I did some research. She's divorced. I did find this gentleman who got arrested on Facebook, and he does have listed as his brother, her ex-husband.
So it's her ex-brother-in-law.
Wow.
Yes.
So you probably didn't mean to send that to your group.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, and now everybody knows that her brother-in-law is a freaking head.
It wasn't like she didn't write any opinion or anything. She just sent the article. It's just weird. So it could have got really weird. I didn't even want to have her explain why she sent that.
Probably mortified right now.
Yeah. So we're just gonna move past it. But back to your question. I was thinking about this. So what the hell was he arrested for? Right? How would they know?
I'm wondering if he's sitting there watching one of the videos in one of those seats and someone looked over his shoulder and was like, what is that? I mean, it was at the airport, you said?
Yeah, so check this out. He was busted at Miami International Airport on Saturday as he arrived in the U.S. for a layover flight from Cuba. And guess where he lives? According to the article. In Floral Park.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never seen it. But it doesn't say. He must have been... They must have found something on something else.
Yes.
To your point, was he sitting there watching his phone?
Maybe he was.
Maybe he was. I don't know.
He had his iPad up on his lap, sitting there waiting at the terminal for the next connecting plane, and someone's like, "Dude, that kid's 12. What are you doing?"
Oh my God!
I don't know. So bad, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was interesting too. We all love COVID. Actually, it's really weird. I should share the article. He was convicted in 2014 and served 5 years, only 5 years of a 10-year federal prison term. This was to get somebody named Smith on the Democratic ballot for mayor of New York. before getting released due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
What?
Oh
What?
my God.
What?
They let him go.
They let him go.
Oh my God.
Hello? I don't know. There's so much going on here.
This
And the
guy
other
is
part, this is great
amazing.
too. There's so much in here that I need to do further research on. Listen to this. Wait, where is it? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if that's the other card. The former councilman, who now works as a dive instructor while living in the Long Island suburb of Floral Park, was buying the criminal content on the messaging app Telegram. So maybe it was like a sting through that app.
Yeah.
But there's something else really weird in here. The disgraced former politician admitted knowingly having the vile material, telling authorities that around 2/3 to 3/4 of the videos depicted child sexual abuse. Something sounds way off here. Like there's something. This is the truth is out there.
Oh my God. Could you imagine this poor woman that sent the text? Like, she's got kids, obviously, right? Because you're doing swim with her. Like,
Yeah.
knowing that their uncle was a fucking complete creep and worried about every time your kids might have stayed with him, or
Yeah.
oh my God, that's horrible.
Before we move on, there's one other really weird thing in here. Where the hell was it? Like, and you trust me. Okay, ready? I'm gonna read this slowly, and then they don't say anything else about it. It's in the middle of the article. When he was in office in Queens, he was known for holding the title of Prince in a pagan order that included public floggings. What?
What was going on over there? I'm moving to Nassau.
What the hell is that?
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
No winner she picked. Well,
I
guess
think
it
he's
was
part of the
brother.
whole Illuminati, the whole thing, right? He's in government. He's powerful. He's in a cult. He's got this.
Could
Is all
be.
tied. This is tied to everything we've been talking about.
Could be.
Wow.
This is just supposed to slip by us on a quick post article.
That's amazing.
I'm going to do more research and I'll get back to you.
Jeez.
That is amazing.
Not a flogging in somebody's basement. Public flogging.
Wow. Wow. All right.
So that was yesterday.
That's a big day. That's a big, that's
I
news.
was thinking about it all day. I didn't know what to do.
Did you talk to anybody else on the thread about it?
Well, so the funny thing is, my daughter Riley is on the thread.
Oh.
And so is the other person's daughter. Which I'm not sure why they're on the thread, but the woman who sent the article had added them to the thread when she created it.
Yeah.
So Riley texts me. Well, she's like, Dad, what the hell is that all about? I'm like, oh. So we get in the car and we're going to swim yesterday. We're going to pick this other swimmer up who's related. And Riley's like, I'm going to ask her about the article. I'm like, no, not while I'm in the car. I'm like, if you want to ask her about it later, like when I'm not around, you can. But holy hell, what in Ticonderoga is going on? Yeah, it was wild. Anyway, yeah, so watch out. You never know. You don't know yet, but there's something here. There's something.
No doubt.
I'm going to look into it. I was trying to think about anything else. No, that kind of blew me away.
Speaking of
the other
conspiracies,
stress.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? Just sticking with Riley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've talked here, not about the driving. Driving's fine.
I was going to ask about the driving. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Nancy used AI to ask what the rules are for the junior license. So
it's
it is
different by
county,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Nassau, you can drive to work and to school. You can only have one other person in the car with you who's under 21, unless they're a sibling.
Okay.
So you could potentially have your sister and a friend.
Going to work.
Okay.
So New York City, no driving at all with a
right. And upstate, like you can have
it's
a
like
full
14,
license at 16.
You can just drive around. Yeah, it's like insane. Yeah. It's nuts. But we've talked about it here on the GarCast. Season 1.
Season 1.
What do I do? What is one of the things I don't like about high school? An extracurricular. Thank you.
Yeah,
nailed
I
it.
listen.
You nailed it. You saw it in my face. Tomorrow's the junior prom.
Oh boy.
Yeah, hate it. Hate everything about it.
Ugh.
I hate the post. What are we doing afterwards? Why can't you just go to the prom? Go to the prom, and that's it. Why do we got to do something afterwards? Why is there a bus? Where are we going? Why is there extra money? Who's in charge of this? What do you need? You need my credit card. Hate it all. Hate it all. Needs to stop. We need to ban effing proms.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
We're getting into that season now. We got the girls are going to Montauk. They're calling it prom talk.
Right. Yeah.
Terrible. They're all going out there, getting a house together. For
I haven't slept all week.
prom.
I wake up every night at 3 a.m. thinking about this.
And you just reminded me, I'm probably going to be dealing with senior assassin bullshit in the next couple of weeks.
Well, that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, but you get worried. They do stupid things. I'm not worried about Maria, though. She's good.
Dude, this prom shit, doing the same thing as
Where
Ryan.
are you at with it? Who's she going with? Does she have a boyfriend or is it just a friend?
Do
you know this guy?
There's no date.
No date at all.
None of her friends do. Seems the majority of the kids, it's just like group, you know?
Yeah.
There's a couple of people that have boyfriend-girlfriend situations. But,
That's the nice
tomorrow,
thing. That pressure of having to have a date is gone now.
we haven't had to deal with that. I felt like Ryan had that 2 years ago. Senior prom, I think it does come around a little more than the junior prom, but
A lot
this
of Maria's
group,
friends don't have boyfriends. They're just going.
Yeah, like Ryan didn't have a group of boyfriends. Like it was her and her couple of girlfriends. She wasn't part of the huge group.
Yep.
Riley is part of the huge group. Like boys and girls all hang out together every weekend. So there's been no weirdness with that, which is good. Which is good.
And no promposal.
None of that shit. Just more of the, why do we have to take a bus to the city afterwards and go to a karaoke joint till 1:30 in the morning? Why do we have to do that? What? I have to wait up until this bus rolls back into Floral Park at 3:30. Like, why? Everyone's doing it. 50 of us are doing it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Should be banned.
Right. Ban it. There's no need for it.
Ban the prom.
Tell Elon to fire them.
Ban the prom.
I'm with you, Mike.
Get rid of the DOE and proms.
Yeah, I'll be relaxed Saturday when I know she's alive and everyone else is alive and we can move on. Jesus. So had to get off my chest. Thank you.
No, thank you. I was going to mention conspiracies. It was some good JFK material popping up yesterday in Congress.
I didn't view that. Do tell.
Essentially, so there was a gentleman that kind of really has gotten into the JFK files. And by the way, Oliver Stone did a statement as well, which was really good. But this guy's been studying the JFK case forever, and he's put together a lot of the pieces. And while there's no smoking guns in the files that have been released, the CIA is you can tell that if they weren't responsible for it, they completely knew about everything that was going on and were covering up tons and tons of stuff. And apparently he has a witness, he said, that he interviewed 3 years ago that would not release his name, but has agreed he has all the details. If he gets protection, he will rat, which I would love. So it'd be pretty wild. And it's funny to see all of a sudden now people are picking sides on this conspiracy based on if they're Republican or Democrat. I don't understand why it would matter. But
what do you mean?
There was a Democrat lady that was saying, why are we talking about this? We should be talking about Signalgate, and that's the problem. No, let's talk about the government covered up the assassination of our president. That's a pretty big deal. We should know about that.
I think it's just more interesting, right? At this point, does it really?
I think it's important.
We're here already. Everybody who did that won. They took over the country.
Yeah.
They've gotten us this far. It's just another reason for us to be like, yep, we got fucked by everybody who was in charge behind the scenes. I guess it'd be nice to know, but it's probably going on today too. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing the same thing today, I'm sure, which is why they don't want this out there.
Yeah. It's like aliens. I just want to know. That's all.
Well, we're never going to know about the aliens. I'm so disappointed every time they release alien files.
All right, so back to JFK.
Well, Rebecca's supposed to be doing her own review.
Yeah, where's her brief? Where the hell's her brief?
She's too busy coming up with fake April Fool's jokes in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, let me be funny, and she should do the research.
Focus, Rebecca. You have a role here.
She's pregnant. She's probably got morning sickness.
So I'm not a April Fool's fan guy.
Me neither.
I never really get into it. So I didn't know what I thought she was drunk. I didn't know what the hell she was. I was like, what the hell? I honestly. And then when she was like tagging Fraser, I'm like, what? And then I finally went to the other channel where I don't know. So it was funny. It was clever. I
So Fraser knocked her up basically, right? And she's pregnant now.
So are we announcing that today?
I guess so. I know what? I'm gonna name
Rebecca
the podcast.
Rebecca is having a Canadian baby.
Fraser knocked up Rebecca. That's gonna be the name of the podcast.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is there a tariff on that baby if she?
Will it be a citizen?
No, it's half
Will
and
it
half,
be a
right?
citizen? Depends where it's born. I don't know.
I thought he's taking away the birthright.
Well, Canada. I think Bosco meant Canada, right? Everybody wants to be a citizen.
Oh, yeah, probably be a Canadian
citizen. Such a great friggin' place.
Yeah, April Fool's. It's a weird. Vicky sent me my stepsister. She sent me a text saying, "Look at this, bar cars are coming back on the Long Island Railroad. This is a great topic for the GarCast." And I'm like,
it was on the Discord. I got it from multiple sources.
Yeah,
I fell for it. I fell for it.
Fake news.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would have been amazing. You'd have, yeah.
Go ahead. No.
No problem getting people to commute.
Oh, I'd be back in the office. I'd be back in the office 5 days a week. We're like, wow, Mike is really into coming into the office. Holy hell. The other funny one I thought, if you didn't catch on my Choo Choo and Airplanes channel, was my Flight Radar 24 people posted a fake thing of the Concorde that it was actually it's like most watched flight right now because they do that all the time.
Yeah.
And then you go and it was the Concorde leaving Paris on its way to New York. They had all the data, the altitude, like everything was great. So did you hear about my latest psychic kind of interaction moment?
No, bring it.
No.
You guys may have missed it. So you remember my chicken parmesan on the street related to the dream I had about an Italian restaurant story?
Well, bring it up. For those who didn't hear it.
I had a very vivid dream one night a few months ago where I was eating in an Italian restaurant in South Floral Park. South Floral Park is a different village than Floral Park, just south of the village of Floral Park.
You're short north.
It's a decent enough town.
Tall South? Yeah, okay.
It may have a couple of no drugs, no gun signs, but it's fine. And part of one of my walking loops is through there. So I had this vivid dream about eating an Italian restaurant in South Floral Park, but the funny thing is there are no restaurants in South Floral Park. It's just residential. So like that dream, I was like, I woke up and I remembered it. I was like, that's weird. The next day I'm walking in South Floral Park and I look down and there's a chicken Parmesan hero in the middle of the street. I told that here on the GarCast.
Yes.
So I thought that was like just some sort of weird sign of the sim, a sign. Here I am on... It was either Monday or Tuesday I'm walking, and I don't listen to music. I don't listen to podcasts. A lot goes on in my head while I'm walking or running. And I'm thinking about the Nottingham Forest Man United game that was coming up. I think it was the day before. The game was on Tuesday, and I was worried about it. I'm like, because the boys played their asses off in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup on Saturday and won in a shootout, and it's only 3 days later. They're going to be exhausted.
Injuries are piling up a little bit.
I'm like, I'm really stressing about it. I'm breaking down players, who's available in my head, what formation we should go with. United, are they going to play their young guys? I'm going through the whole thing. And then I'm like, stop. I have faith in this team. Don't worry about it. And I stop. And then, as often happens, because I'm in the flight path of JFK, a big-ass plane starts rumbling, coming right at my head. And I always look up to see what it is. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what that one is. So the colors of the tail. I don't know what that is. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm going to focus on walking. Because sometimes I'm like, what am I looking at my phone for? But then I'm like, I got to know what that is. So I go on Flight Radar 24. And what is it? It was Serbian Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
Who's my favorite player on Nottingham Forest?
The Serb.
Milinkovic, the Serb. It was him telling me everything was going to be okay. And it was on the same block as the chicken Parmesan hero that was on the street.
So that block is...
I think there's some sort of power on that block.
Yeah.
That I'm tuned into the I don't know, some other dimension.
Maybe you could be, like Michael J. Fox and Back to the Future go get us a book of future
Maybe. And
events. And
what I said to
bet.
myself is, Milinkovic just told me everything's going to be all right. Next day, the game is on.
Did you feel better after that?
I did. I was totally relaxed. Full confidence going into the game. 5 minutes into the game.
Go.
Bang. We score. Unbelievable goal. And then we hung on to win 1-0, and Milinkovic played unbelievably. So, there you go.
Talking to you, man.
I got some sort of ESP going on.
That's awesome.
Just letting you guys know.
ESPN.
Do you have anything? Let's see. So the Dodgers are 8-0. Atlanta is 0-6.
How about they're 0-7, I believe, Atlanta. Terrible. What do you want to know? What do you want to gamble on?
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If maybe you could see things, if you have any more of this psychic ability, maybe we could
All right.
profit.
I'll start thinking about certain sports bets when I'm on that block and see if I get any signs.
Yeah.
And I'll report.
Test it.
We'll report it here, and everybody can bet on it.
Maybe the Dodgers
Yeah,
are
I
going to
mean,
go undefeated.
just anything that could be a sign, just some different kinds of observations that will all help you interpret.
Okay. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
But I truly believe in this. This is real. Just so you know.
It's like these glitches in the sim.
You know who else is speaking to you? Listeners. I bet we have an email.
Hey, let's see. Oh, we have 2.
Whoa.
This is wonderful. And one is from someone we haven't heard from in a very, very long time. Sent to us way back on March 28th, like last month.
I've been seeing it in there for a while.
I actually met this person for 2 pints of Guinness last Friday, or what some would call a charge. Let's see. The subject is Season 1 record. Huh. Hi, GarCast. It's been a while, but I've been listening. Glad to hear all is well in Gar Nation. I was excited to hear that you held on as long as you did for Season 1, as from what I can tell, you now have the record, previously held by 90210. Too funny. Now we have a screenshot from AI. The show with the longest running first season in U.S. history is Beverly Hills 90210.
Wow.
With a total of 293 episodes.
Are you kidding me? How is that possible?
One big season. That's amazing.
How about that?
Wow.
How about that?
Were you a fan of 90210?
I was not like a religious watcher of it, but I think I probably, tuned in. I was aware of it.
I was a big Jenny Garth fan.
Big
Jenny Garth.
Okay. She was Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it, but there were decent looking girls on there. So if it was on, you might swing.
It was on for 10 years.
That was one season.
Melrose Place was
10
on
years,
after that.
No, yeah. All right. He's not done. I enjoyed the recap episode. The part that made me laugh the most is when Gar and DenBob, sans red, couldn't remember what LL meant. Of course, classic. Looking forward to season 2. Good luck till 2031. Hope to see the crew at the Malloy golf outing on May 10th at North Hempstead Course. Take care, LLRO. Oh, that's right, DenBob. You were at the Malloy golf outing last year.
You were?
Yeah, I gotta put that in the calendar. That was a secret way of him asking me to sign up again.
Now we know why I sent the email.
That's why I sent the email.
Now, Rob and I did have a discussion while recharging. He was like, I wish there was like a phone number I could call when I was listening to you guys, because I always have instant reactions. And I went, wait a minute. I think we had that at one point. So we pulled up the podcast on his phone, and the Anchor link is still there to leave a message. But we called it, and it was not a working number.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Anchor was purchased by Spotify. They probably took that down.
Can we somehow maybe do that again? Because that might be funny.
We need a phone number. You need a phone number.
Yeah,
right.
I think we can figure that out.
We get a free Google number and point it somewhere.
Yeah. I had one for Guardian when I was doing my business.
Oh, we'll use that?
I think Google took it back because I never used it.
Okay.
It's easy to get a number.
Great visit, great email, and subtle invite from loyal listener Rob O'Donoghue. Rob, thank you very much. It was Rob's wife Christine's birthday the other day. We did have some
Oh,
birthdays.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Christine.
Sparkly Barkley's birthday was last week.
Yep. Fraser had a
And-
birthday, right?
UK Mother's Day, Fraser's birthday. 'Tis the season. All right, one more email here. Subject is ping pong. Gents, so much is happening in Gar Nation these days, and you continue to keep us informed and entertained. Lots of news surrounding Gar families, the Morelli crew killing it on the track and in the boat, Redmond's crushing it in the pool, kids making college decisions, not mine yet, but lots of great news.
Yeah, we got a college decision from Rebecca as well, right?
Oh, yeah, Penn State.
Shock.
Ice cream for all my friends. I feel like April and May is a chaotic time. With sports and events, it's like a 2-month push to survive. My daughter has states for gymnastics, club soccer, and town games. What are town games?
I guess that's the local CYO, you know.
Oh, okay. Just had this vision of villagers like running around juggling and throwing things. I don't know. And my son has his first high school baseball games. I feel like a ping pong ball bouncing around. Ah, there's the title tie-in. This morning, I went into the basement to work out. He has to throw in there that he works out every morning.
Every morning.
Now we know. Yeah, we know who it is now. To the basement to work out and let the dog go down. Attached is a picture of her staring at the ping pong table. She loves to watch us play ping pong and chases the ball back and forth. And no, she's not full grown. Cheers, fellas. Loyalist of listeners, Andy Shaw. And there's a picture of his Doberman. Beautiful animal, but apparently not very smart.
Why is that not smart? He likes watching ping pong.
Wasn't just jump up and take the goddamn ball if it wanted.
That's what Bo would do.
Well, maybe
the
he's
boys...
waiting. I mean, you know, often in ping pong, the ball falls on the floor. You can have an automatic retriever for it. That's exciting. I think it's good.
If the dog does that,
Yeah,
then
Bo
I
used
take
to
back.
take the balls every time they played beer pong downstairs. If it hit the ground, he would go get it. It was a mess.
Perfect.
He also did that with cornhole bags. We haven't done cornhole in a couple years now because he would keep taking the bags off of the off the platform when you threw it.
Oof.
Hey, by the way, do you still have Matt's Virginia Tech table? Did that land in your place?
Yeah.
I think that was a subtle way of saying, give me the goddamn table back. We need things that remind us and make us feel like we're with Matt.
I think it was Nick's
Colleen
birthday
was asking
present.
about it.
I think it was Nick's birthday present, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Colleen was asking about it.
Well, it's
She's
not hers
Where
anymore.
is that table? Matthew made it.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You better go get that. She's going to have it on the plane so that he can have it when he gets to Ireland.
You know what? I'm going to bring it to Ohio so Anthony can have it there in Columbus in his new place.
That's funny. Who are you bringing to the graduation, by the way?
So it's Christine, myself, obviously Maria. Nick is going. Apparently, Luke Muratori and Dylan are going to go as well, possibly. I think they're going to Buffalo like the week before, and they love Columbus so much they want to go down for graduation. So he asked, and we're like, I don't give a shit if they come.
Well,
so.
Did you give their names to your?
No.
AirB&B
They'll stay at the dirty apartment with Anthony. They don't want to stay with us because they're going to go out at night, come back at 3 a.m. I don't want them barging in and waking me up, or my mom. And so my mom, Deb, and Roger are coming as well, and Uncle Doug's coming up from Florida.
Who?
Uncle Doug.
Big D. Oh, you need a photographer for the event.
I didn't even think of that, but yeah.
Yeah, he's going to take kicking pictures.
I
Well,
don't
listen,
know
if
he
you're
will.
a
Maybe he wants to
photographer,
take
like
off. He doesn't want to take
listen,
pictures.
I was going to say here. So you're Doug, right? You do this for a living. Now, if he doesn't show up with his nice camera, are you like?
My expectation is he is not.
Fuck,
dude. Cell phone
then is he
cameras
like?
are fine now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Listen,
He doesn't need to bring the camera. He should just come have fun and relax.
I'm sure he takes great pictures with an iPhone.
He
Exactly.
probably does.
I mean, you know, you don't get the zoom, but okay. And here's this too. You have a camera. Are you going to just hand it to him and be like, do me a favor, make this right?
I don't.
Do you own a camera?
Yeah, I do. But I don't think I even brought my camera to Nick's graduation. I did phone.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
I think
pretty.
you did.
I'm
You sure?
I don't think I did. I'm pretty positive I didn't bring my camera.
Because
think it
that's
was
when you
just
need
cell
it, is
phone.
so you can zoom. You want to be able to get that
Yeah.
crisp zoom.
Last
The tinted
year
blouses.
at the Ohio
Get right in
State
there.
graduation,
The details.
somebody fell out of the stands and died. So we're looking
Nice.
forward to that this year.
That's good. Get the camera ready.
Get the camera ready.
Need that. Oh, Val Kilmer. Can we talk death for a second? I love Val Kilmer.
Ah,
He's been sick. Like
Yeah.
that scene in Maverick is tough with him and Tom Cruise, but I'm glad they did it.
When he was in that, I think I put him on my death list, and I got to get
Who
the
would
list.
know?
I got to
Who the
get the
hell would
list
know?
from BMO. I got to look this up and run the pivots and find out.
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
only-
pretty
it's
sure I
only
had
eight.
him.
It's only April.
Pretty sure I had him.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw him in that movie, I'm like, damn, he looks like death.
yeah, it was a good call. He did look terrible.
Yeah, he looked like shit. Poor guy. He's dead.
Bye, Val. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, enjoy. I mean, he made it to 65. Should we all expect anything more than that?
He had throat cancer, right?
I don't know.
Something like that.
It was something. Yeah, I think he might have been that.
Was
Some
it
of the
from
coolest-
eating? Was it from eating? That stuff that they say gives you throat cancer.
What's that? Sugar?
Sugar, yes.
Heard he was playing too much thumb wrestling.
That's the ultimate sweet. He was thumb wrestling.
hmm So these Hooters recipes that you sent. Now, there's a Hooters in Nottingham. I saw it.
Is there
So I just-
really? Are they?
Yeah.
They're closing, aren't they?
It was open when I was there.
I thought didn't they file? I thought they were
went
bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the recipes. I'm like, I have a pretty good hot sauce recipe, but they have one in there too. I'm definitely gonna try it. I love their wings.
They're not closing the restaurants.
Okay, good. Their buffalo shrimp was always phenomenal. It was one of my
I was a
favorite
big fan of
things
their
to get
buffalo
there.
shrimp.
Oh
I
my
agree.
god, so good. So yeah, I definitely want to try that out.
Fire it up, bro.
I don't have a good. Do you guys fry? Like ever do like that kind of like frying? Like I don't have a fryer. Do you? Do you? Just go in the old pot, right? Put the vegetable, the oil in there, and fucking fry up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I have an air fryer.
Yeah, I don't know if it would. I can try that, right? What do I got to lose?
Be healthier.
Yeah.
But then you have to have Braxtine dress up like a Hooters girl and serve it to you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it won't taste the same.
We used to get Hooter wings and buffalo shrimp takeout. Like we just liked their wings.
What's the point of that?
I didn't need the boobs.
You get to go pick it up? Did you go wait at the bar? Say, oh yeah, no, they gave it to somebody else. That's
like,
why I was there for so
yeah.
long. It took 2 hours. They kept giving it away.
That's like asking somebody to go into Rose's and get the beer for you.
You can see Rosa. I wanted to take a picture of Rosa in Penn Station.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God.
You know what you need? You need Doug's super zoom camera so you can do it from
There you
far
That's
away.
what you need.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're like an ex-city councilman at the Miami airport. They got you on the ground, handcuffed, and taking your phone.
And he's like, yeah, I got tons of pictures of her.
I've been taking pictures of the girls that work behind that cooler for 20 years. I didn't know any of them were 15. Son of a bitch. The Rose's sting.
Oh my god.
That would be wonderful. Are you going, you training it today with Swipe Right and Rebecca?
Yeah. Yep. Looking forward to it. It should be a wine day.
Thursday?
I think we'll do a little wine.
Usually don't go in
Excellent.
on Thursday, do you?
No, but we got some stuff going on,
Things.
so I had to put a couple of days in.
Yeah. Just
Hey, listen.
switch it
You
around.
do what you got to do.
You own the place. You do what you want.
You act like you own the place.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
I should.
How's the new
Alright.
hire? Did she start?
Oh, yes.
Monday. So that's what I'm
Monday.
getting ready for. You
This
guys
is
know that's
exciting.
Monday, yeah.
So you're gonna work
Actually
tomorrow
starts on
too
Monday.
in the city?
No. Like today I was going to just move the workstations around and get that all going. So she has a clean place, with swapping offices. So it'll be good.
Monday's,
Swap, huh?
Monday's big.
Oh, this
Monday's
is
big. So
exciting.
I'll be in on Monday.
Ah.
Yeah.
What do you do
Okay.
on her first day? Like, what kind of intro do you do? Do you bring her to the bathrooms and tell her the rules of the bathroom
Whoa,
there?
wait now. The hell? Little
where the
thumb
seat-
wrestling in the bathroom? What the
where
hell's going to
rest-
happen at this place?
where the relaxation and lunchroom
So
are?
that's a great question.
The
And typically,
relaxation room?
first day of employment, I have people shadow me. And I feel like that gets them off to the right start. But this time I am delegating that. I'm saying
Whoa.
this is how I used to do it. Yeah.
Who's going to do
Let's
it?
see how it goes. Jeanette.
Excellent choice.
Jeanette's going to be doing it, but I'm still going to be here watching her do it. So I don't know.
Are you worried that
Maybe I shouldn't.
the new hire is going to think it's okay to pick on you because Jeanette picks on you? Or you're right with
Maybe it's going to set off the wrong thing. That's true.
that?
Big day.
That's exciting. Well, good stuff.
Big week. Big
Good
week. You
luck
got
with that.
National Tartan Day and National Library Workers Day coming up.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
And I think the Final Four is happening, but I don't think anyone really cares. I don't think anyone really cares.
The fun is getting there and the upsets, which we didn't really get this year.
Yeah, no, they weren't really. What about the Frozen Four? When is that?
I think that's
The hockey.
next. I think they get a 2-week stay, so I think that's next weekend. I'm pretty sure. I know it's Penn State, BC, Denver, and is it BU?
No idea.
Maybe that's fun. I want to go see. That's on my bucket list. I want to go watch that one.
Sometimes they are pretty local. Like a couple of years ago, it was in Bridgeport.
Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac. They're out, aren't they?
Oh, but they won it that year. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. I love hockey and college hockey. And the OV watch is on. He's getting close. He might do it here in New York, the Alma game.
Really?
Break the record, yeah, or tie.
You want to go?
I don't know. I don't know when it is. I think it's this weekend. They think they play him twice.
Twice at home? No.
The Islanders have 2 home games against Washington in the next before the end of the season. So
really?
Yeah.
Huh. Let's see. That'll be a hot ticket. They play Sunday at 12:30. We should go.
Sunday. Wow, a day game, huh?
If you want to go, let me know.
All right,
I'm free.
I'll let you know. Tickets are probably expensive.
I think it's going to be very expensive. But I wasn't saying that I was going to pay.
We'll use DenBob seats.
Then they play on the 15th. But I think he'll have it.
He might have it by then. But you know how sometimes they get close and then all of a sudden they can't get a goal?
I hate when that happens when I'm wrestling.
How about it if you were ready, if you were, let's say you had tied it, or let's say you had one more goal to tie or go ahead, and you had the opportunity for an empty netter, would you not take that shot?
Oh, you know how many empty netters are in the record for him and Gretzky? I
know, but like to break it, would you want that to be the video highlight of you?
You're going to turn down an empty netter? Like,
I don't know. No. What would you do?
You take it.
You take it, DenBob? You take it?
Part of the game.
It's a goal. It's a freaking goal. Huh.
Vacuum them up.
No, they were getting killed last night. There was no goaltender being pulled last night. Oh my God.
Oh, well.
But anyway. All right. Well, it was a great episode. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I hope our listeners enjoyed it as well. Thank you for listening. Until next time, be Garrific.
Gar out.
Have a great day.
Later, boys.
Next meeting up.
Take care.
I pledge allegiance to the family of the United GarCast of the Discord, and to the Montana commune that we will all meet up at when humanity finally craps the bed. One Gar nation, under God, or thoughts, with a vow to be excellent to one another, and to always follow that one simple rule: don't be a dick. Gar pluribus unum.